final one. People in Evansville, it's only 8 o'clock, okay, so you've got it made. I'm sorry. Anyway, the final one, this involves everyone, including you guys. Field is free to sing when you can. You are the Kimball International Corporate Headquarters Auditorium Memorial Choir. So here we go. Are you ready?
Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
The last concert I attended took place last May and may very well be my last. The performer was Neil Young, a legend. The Shyster promoter billed the show as a solo gig, which conjured in my mind a pleasing evening of acoustical folk rock. Old Man, Harvest Moon, Heart of Gold. But no, the person taking the stage that night was the metal Neil, not the mellow Neil of preference. We left halfway through, my $200 wasted. I felt robbed, my liking of Neil Young a faded memory. Out of stubbornness, an artist might not play certain hits the audience expects. Usually, that's not the case. James Taylor plays Fire and Rain.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone.
Night after night after night. I've seen him perform it live twice. I'd pay to see him play it again, just not at Neil Young prices. I saw Gordon Lightfoot play his hits on stage, Carefree Highway, Edmund Fitzgerald, Sundown.
Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again.
I can die now. Prior to Neil Young, my least favorite concert was in '84 when that spandex act, Loverboy, came to my college campus. At least Loverboy played what constituted as their hits.
She's turning on the heat, and it's 100 above. Hot girls in love, baby, I'm in love.
Something tells me Buddy and spandex on my street. Appropriately, my first concert starred my then hero Jimmy Buffett in 1983. I have seen him 6 times. He always plays what his parrot heads expect.
I like mine with lettuce and tomato, Heinz 57 and French fried potatoes, big kosher pickle and a cold craft beer. Well, good God Almighty, which way do I steer for my cheeseburger in paradise?
I saw Amos Lee 2 times. I saw Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Sing along. I saw the Doobie Brothers and Jackson Brown.
Doctor, my eyes cannot see the sky.
Jackson Brown graciously performed solo and acoustical.
Is this the price for having learned how not to cry?
I saw Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. I saw John Prine thrice and the Statler Brothers twice. I saw a 3-package act in Norfolk, Virginia, starring Merle Haggard, Conway Twitty, and George Jones.
He stopped loving her today.
He still gets a laugh. I was front row and center for Alison Krauss.
Baby, now that I found you, I won't let you go.
I saw Edwin McCain and talked to him afterwards in the parking lot because his tour bus blocked my car. I saw Sean Mullen, Scott Ainsley, Todd Snyder, Colin Hay, Jen Chapin, Jason Wilbur, Lucinda Williams, and Arlo Guthrie. I sat way too close to the speakers during Eddie Money and 38 Special and could barely hear for a week. I saw Leon Redbone, wish I hadn't. I also saw Ricky Skaggs, the Oak Ridge Boys, pianist George Winston, and gospel great Sandy Patty. I saw Harry Manx and Richie Havens. I saw Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings.
Learning to fly,
Coming down
learning to fly.
is the hardest thing.
but the show reminded me of how much I regretted not seeing Harry Chapin before he died in 1981.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, son. You know we'll have a good time then.
The most I ever danced was during a John Mellencamp concert.
R-O-C-K in the USA, R-O-C-K in the USA, R-O-C-K in the USA, rockin' in the USA.
Generally, I don't dance. I'm the fuddy-duddy who shouts at people to sit down and be still at concerts. During the movie Footloose, I actually rooted for the preacher.
I'm turning you loose, footloose. Pick up your Sunday shoes. Jeez, Louise, roll me up on my knees. Jack, get back. Come on before we crack. Lose your blues. Everybody cut footloose.
Mellencamp's music that night coaxed the solid gold dancer out of me. I also danced during a Rolling Stones concert, though it wasn't a live concert per se. I saw them one lonely Sunday afternoon at an IMAX theater. I was the only one in attendance. It was just me watching Mick and the boys on that giant IMAX screen. I danced so much that I actually shouted at myself to sit down and be still. I saw our very own Paul Michael Ash.
I'm a fun-loving guy from the hills of Indiana. Gonna tie my hair with a little bandana. Gonna play my music much as I can. Well, I'm laid back down the road. Hope you're carrying easy load. Southern Indiana, Southern Indiana man.
Thank you, Paul. I saw Willie Nelson, George Strait, the Judge, Alabama, John Connolly, Dan Seals, and Hank Williams Jr. back when they rode country radio in the early 80s. I shook hands with Boxcar Willie and Porter Wagner.
Down the road I look, and there runs Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home.
Porter put on a hell of a show. You just have to love all those rhinestones. I watched Tori Amos try out her new Boozendorfer in my employer's piano plant. I saw Elton John at Caesar's Palace in Vegas. He played all his hits, including Crocodile Rock. Everybody, blow out your lungs. I'm going to cry. That was beautiful. I've considered seeing U2, Springsteen, and the Eagles, but always remember that I'm miserable among the masses. Besides, those guys are too pricey. I might make an exception for Van Morrison.
Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dee-da?
Everybody.
Just like that.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dee-da, la-dee-da.
I once almost had seats to see Van the Man at the Chicago Theater, but before I successfully entered the necessary information into Ticketmaster's online payment system, I was booted out, losing my 2 seats to a concert that immediately sold out. I'm still sickened by my bad Van luck. I only wish that had happened when I ordered Neil Young tickets. I'd be $200 happier, and I'd still be excited to see Neil Young and hear him play Old Man, Harvest Moon, Heart of Gold.
Keeps me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old.
Easy words. They made millions. I'm doing something wrong.
gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Whoa, gloom, despair, and agony on me.
Well, this concludes our first benefit for the cure. The giving you folks do is selfless and pure.
We sure have enjoyed this special evening with our guests.
We hope to see you next time when we will read for breasts.